I know all the comedians and actors' secrets. Who's gay? Jamie Foxx. I can only say it because I can tell you the name of the duty fuck.
Puffy tried to roll up on me. It really wasn't him. I can't blame him. It was actually Jennifer that was mad at me. But he was just trying to come to her, honor or whatever.
Tonight, speaking out for the first time since a medical scare back in April, but still not disclosing what put him in the hospital.
I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through.
The Diddy saga is getting crazier by the day, and just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, Katt Williams comes out swinging with more serious allegations against Diddy. Apparently, Katt's claiming that Diddy was allegedly plotting something sinister against Jamie Foxx because Jamie supposedly had some juicy dirt on Diddy's infamous freak-off parties. On top of that, an old clip recently resurfaced on Jamie talking about how Diddy tried to jump him because he exposed his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. Now, Jamie hasn't been shy about his experiences at Diddy's parties. He's talked openly about witnessing some pretty wild stuff, and he even confessed to recording some of the madness that went down.
I'm following Puff, and his parties were like amazing. We were in Philly one day. I fly to Philly, town car, same business, go up, but Puff say this party, Playboy, this party right here.
Katt Williams, however, was never caught partying it up with Diddy, and while everyone else was busy getting down, Katt was gathering intel.
Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets.
So remember when Jamie had that major health scare last year, and it happened just months before Cassie's bombshell lawsuit against Diddy dropped? Well, word on the street is that it was all allegedly orchestrated by Diddy, and Katt's now spilling all the details on how Jamie found himself fighting for his life. It looks like Diddy's downfall is
product suffer because I am the product. That's why he never is nowhere re-upping, because he is re-upped.
It looks like Diddy's downfall is finally here, and while we've all seen the writing on the wall for a while now, with Diddy being in and out of controversies since the 90s, who could have imagined it would come to this? The allegations swirling around him now are downright chilling, and if even a fraction of those accusations hold water, Diddy's crimes and depravity make R. Kelly look like a Boy Scout. So here's the thing, on top of all those disturbing allegations we've been hearing about for the past few months, there's now a whole new level of rumors swirling around Diddy, and word on the street is that he might have had a hand in Jamie Foxx's mysterious hospitalization last year. But see, this isn't the first rodeo for Diddy when it comes to these kinds of accusations. There have been whispers floating around for ages that Diddy may have had a hand in poisoning his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter. And if that weren't enough, there were also allegations that he might have done the same to Kim's ex, Al B. Sure.
Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And Al B. Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma.
And here's where it gets even more eerie. The similarities between Al B.'s ordeal and Jamie's hospitalization are downright uncanny. Both of them collapsed out of nowhere and then spent what felt like forever fighting tooth and nail to stay alive. And to this day, neither of them has spilled the beans on what exactly caused their health scares.
Tonight, speaking out for the first time since a medical scare back in April, but still not disclosing what put him in the hospital.
I went through something that I thought I would never ever go through.
But here's the kicker. Allegedly, what ties all of these folks together is that they knew a little too much about Diddy's alleged crimes. Now let's talk about Jamie's connection to Diddy, because these two go way back. So after Jamie was released from the hospital, one of the first things he posted on his social media was this message: "They killed this dude named Jesus. What do you think they'll do to you? Fake friends, fake love." This got people wondering if there's a link to those wild Diddy rumors, because before Jamie fell ill, he used to chat up a storm about Diddy's parties. And get this, Jamie even spilled the beans on how Diddy allowed him to bring his camera and capture some of the craziest moments at his parties back in the day.
But at that time, it wasn't like the little camera y'all got. It was the big intrusive Canon. I had a battery pack. Hold on, man. Let me change the pack. Put my light on here. Do that again, Puff. Do that again. I missed that one. Do that again. Put the pack. So I started following him. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man.
Now here's where things took an even more disturbing turn. Jamie mentioned that Nick Cannon crashed on his couch when he was just 13, and as you can imagine, this comment raised a lot of eyebrows, with fans saying this could be another Diddy Usher Justin Bieber scenario.
Nick Cannon used to sleep on my couch. 13 years old. He'd be in one part of the house. He'd be like, can I go back in there? You can't, the fuck back in there. You can't come in here. And he'd be like this, right? He slept on the couch.
This got fans scratching their heads and wondering what exactly is going on with these older industry men having young artists over to spend the night.
Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy.
Meanwhile, fans also started connecting the dots back to when Katt Williams spilled the beans about Jamie's alleged affair with his label artist, Marques Anthony. Back in 2012, Katt was doing his stand-up routine in LA, and he went off on this tangent about knowing everyone's secrets, especially those about industry men who are on the DL.
I know all the comedians and actors' secrets. Who's gay? Jamie Foxx. His name is Marques Anthony. He's the only dude signed to Jamie Foxx's label. Check it out. And then Twitter the dude and ask him to see if he don't say yes. The dude told me backstage at a show and told me I could bring him on stage and air it out.
Now, when Marques was later asked about these allegations, he brushed it off. However, his body language was practically shouting nerves.
Katt Williams, who's been out on tour. Who? Katt Williams, the comedian, has been out on tour.
I am not gay. Let's just say that off the bat. Jamie Foxx is not gay. We have never had any kind of interaction.
So this whole situation has fans going absolutely wild with theories left, right, and center. They're pointing fingers at Diddy, speculating that maybe he tried to silence Jamie for knowing a little too much about those freak-off parties and possibly even having some tapes in his storage from back in the day. See, while Jamie was laid up in the hospital fighting for his life, Diddy's camp didn't offer any public support or words of encouragement to Jamie or his family. And fans started saying that maybe Jamie felt like he'd been stabbed in the back by Diddy, especially considering Jamie has supposedly been keeping all of Diddy's secrets under lock and key for years. But it gets even wilder. Recently, a TikTok user went viral claiming that her mom, who used to be tight with Jamie back in the day, spilled the beans about these rumored naked basketball games Jamie allegedly used to host with Diddy and a bunch of other big names in the industry.
And he used to have these things called butt naked basketball games, okay? He would invite over a lot of like Hollywood's elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only, and they would be like, oh, we're just gonna get naked and play basketball. It's like, oh, haha. If you want to know like who was probably at these games, just look at like who P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx have been hanging around for years.
Meanwhile, fans on X are also sharing this clip from one of Jamie's stand-ups where he revealed that Diddy tried to jump him for disrespecting his then-girlfriend J-Lo. One fan who shared the clip wrote, "If you didn't know, Jamie Foxx was really a savage doing stand-up comedy back in the day. Here's a story about him getting pressed by Diddy because he joked on SNL about J-Lo not being able to sing. The ending is sus AF. Sounds like Jamie knew."
Puffy tried to roll up on me. It really wasn't him. I can't blame him. It was actually Jennifer that was mad at me. But he was just trying to come to her, you know, honor or whatever. But you know, I do jokes. This is my job, and I was doing some jokes on Saturday Night Live about, you know, Puffy and Jennifer, and she got mad. I saw her at the Grammys, and she was upset with me. Now, you know, I know Jennifer from In Living Color. I walked up to her behind the stage at the Grammys. I'm saying, hey, Jennifer, you know, what's up? She hit me with the beatbox. Yo, Jennifer, J-Lo, you know, hey, you know, what's wrong? I'm mad at you. I'm mad. I am so steamed at you. And then that's when Puffy came in. He was like, take that. Puffy, over here. Oh, my bad. He just has too much juice in his throat, I think. You ever meet those people that's got a lot of juice in their throat? They just juicy mouthed it. Feel, damn, you got a juicy mouth. Your mouth is juicy. Juicy mouthed it.
So with all this drama swirling around, fans are giving Katt Williams a round of applause for speaking out and also for being one of the few industry figures who kept their distance from Diddy's wild parties, naked basketball games, and those questionable sleepovers with young artists. One fan said, "The more people talk about it, the less power Diddy has over people. Proud of Katt for speaking up fearlessly." As for Jamie, well, a lot of people are saying there might be some truth to the idea that Diddy wanted to silence him for good. One fan wrote, "I remember when Albie was talking about his documentary before his coma around the shutdown. He and Jamie Foxx were going to expose Diddy. Both of them ended up in a coma in an attempt to silence them. They are just a couple of celebrities rumored on Diddy's hit list." Now let's hear your thoughts on Jamie's ties to Diddy and those notorious parties. Do you think Diddy would go as far as to try and take out the Jamie Foxx? Drop your comments below and make sure you stick around for this next video.